Hello, everyone. Welcome back to what I know you are all looking forward to. Another Crimson. I can't say words. Another quick draft Crimson VOW. What the heck is Sigarda's Summons? It's a 6 mana enchantment. Okay, so this is like for the green white deck, but it's super late game, right? Creatures with counters on them are 4/4 flying angels. So, I mean, if you can play this in green white, it's pretty strong. I don't know. You might not be able to get to green white if you take this and then it's junk. So let's look around if there's something more flexible. This is a solid card. Wolfkin Outcast is okay. I mean, look. We're supposed to take the Sawblade Singer here. I think that's pretty clear. Did I say singer? It's a slinger. Whatever it is, that's the right... Whatever I said, that's the right thing. This is so, like... It's not good. I'm not going to take it. I could imagine in a draft with humans that this could wheel, maybe? Maybe? Because nobody really wants to first pick it, but by, like, pick 5 or 6, there might be some decks that would want this. But if they don't want it, maybe it would get back to me, and then maybe I would want it. In the meantime, though, I think I'm just going to grab the Slinger here. Totally fine card. Of all the stuff people played against me in the last draft, the Slinger was the one that I was most like, wow, look at that! So black-white land, Valorous Stance. Kindly Ancestor is quite good. Does it fit in this? I mean, kind of. It's a spirit, but... Oh, you know what? No, Wolf Strike is the obvious pick here. It's green, it's great. What's not to love? Don't think I want the egg. Whispering Wizard is pretty good. It's not really like a blue-green card, but that could be okay. What else could I take here, really? Like... Fierce Retribution? I think I'll take the Whispering Wizard. It wants to be in the red-blue spells deck, obviously, but you can't have everything. And who knows, maybe that's the deck we'll wind up in. I'm kind of shocked that there's a Fellstinger here. There's also a Flame Blessed Bolt, but I'm taking the Fellstinger, I think. Actually, wait a minute, there's an Alluring Suitor, too? There's a lot of good red. Well, yeah, like 3 good red cards. There's this one, like, really good black card. Oh, look at that. You can right-click on your cards. They make a noise, but it doesn't do anything. I wonder why they did that. Probably not for any good reason. I'll take the Suitor. It's just, like, strong and red. I mean, I guess you could also say, what about the Flame Blessed Bolt? It fits well with Whispering Wizard. What does this fit with? Well, nothing, really. It's just like a decent card. But I think Flame Blessed Bolt is about as good, being decent removal. Yeah, let's take that. What the heck is this? I guess I'll take the Gutter Skulker. A pretty strong card to still be sitting here. We're not going in any direction at all yet. We could take the Ancient Lumberknot. We have some green, and there was a Fellstinger in the last pack. But we don't have any green that likes this especially. We could get some. Yeah, this is a better build around, I think, than the Gutter Skulker. I don't know. This seems directionless. Okay, so Frenzied Devils are like the Festival Crashers from Midnight Hunt, but bigger and slower. I'm thinking we need an Evolving Wilds here, because I have no idea what's going into this deck. I could be, you know, 2 of any 4 colors. I don't seem to be white, but that's all I really know. And nothing here is that inspiring anyway, so just give me a land, I guess. Okay. Don't like this too much either. Maybe I could take a Binding Geist? There seems to be some okay blue stuff going by. Maybe the Phalanx? Phalanx? The Phalanx. Stop pronouncing it like a weirdo. In case we wind up in green-black. The fact that this is going around suggests no one else is playing that, and it's not like I'm in love with Wanderlight Spirit anyway. So, tough draft so far. Could take another of these, or I could take some ramp here. I don't know, just give me another of these. See if I can lean into the kind of Ancient Lumberknot style of deck. Grizzly Ritual? Not my favorite removal. Red doesn't seem to be panning out. Some decent green still here. I'll take the Massive Might. Nothing is going to convince me to play a Bramble Armor. I assume, right? Yeah. Toxrill. Okay, that is a star-studded card. And it's in a color we're trying to play anyway. Just a huge bomb if you can get it to land at all. I would now suddenly welcome a Blood Fountain. Yeah, give me that Toxrill, please. Angelic Quartermaster. Oh, by the way, how would it have gone if we had taken the Sigarda's Summons or whatever it's called? Not that well, I think. We didn't really get anything that wanted to put counters on stuff that I can recall. Spore Crawler's okay. Courier Bat could maybe be something, but I don't think so. I think I'm just going to take the Spore Crawler. This is a pretty crummy pack. Another Unhallowed Phalanx? 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 I don't think so. I think I'll just take a statue here. This might very well wheel, and I don't actually have anything to activate it right now, so carrying 3 of them seems a little bit reckless. I mean, the Paxson Pup is very strong, but I don't really have the deck for it. Could try a Gift of Fangs, but I think just grabbing a Scorpion's pretty good. No. Well, yeah. I don't know. Giving stuff -2/-2 is kind of cute. I'm not going to be able to use it on my own creatures very much, but I don't know. Just give me a Scorpion. Something I can do proactively. Another Ancient Lumberknot. That's great. So that's making these a lot better. Land? Probably. And this is that. Well, okay. I mean, actually, Honored Heirloom. Now, in green, we can kind of expect to get 1 or 2 of those werewolves. The 3-mana, 2/3s. Bloom somethings. That they ramp, and they're like 3-mana Llanowar elves, but bigger. What? There's Blossom Weaver. That's what they're called. So we might expect to get, you know, some fixing, which I mentioned this because Toxrill kind of wants you to have blue. It's not crucial that you do. Toxrill's main ability is just like, it's a big dude that kills all their shit. But also, if you happen to have blue, you can draw cards as well. Right now we have Foreboding Statue. We could take this as another potential blue source. Oh, you know what, let's put in one of these Grizzly Rituals by now. I think we're black enough that having some large removal is probably a good idea. There's nothing here I really want to run otherwise, except like the land is always fine to throw in. Ceremonial Knife, it's fine to have one. I'll take the land. We might get a knife or an heirloom later. Yeah, see? I'll take the heirloom now, I think, over either the green tricks or... Gargantua is not a very good card. I already have 2 rituals. Archghoul doesn't do anything in this deck. Just give me some ramp and fixing, please. Edgar's Awakening. I like that. Get Toxrill back. Undying Malice is okay. Shocked to see the Alluring Suitor still here. Don't know what is happening. But I'm not going to run it, so... Okay, I mean, having 3 of these makes them a bit more reliable. I'm probably supposed to be taking Witch's Web at some point, though. To, like, keep stuff alive. I don't know, just get me more big butts. Alright, now I'll take a Witch's Web. And another Scorpion. No fuse. Oh! The 2 biggest black bombs in the set, and we opened them both with black cards already. Alright, give it to me. We just have to live long enough to play one of these 2 cards, and we should win. If we ever play 2 of them, it's lights out. Blood Fountain would be great. Edgar's Awakening would be great. Dormant Grove might be great. Because, like, here's the thing, right? Blood Fountain and Edgar's Awakening are both like, well, if you've already won the game, you could win some more. Right? Replaying... Oh, sorry. My phone's buzzing. I hope that wasn't going for too long. Right? If you, like, play Toxrill and it dies and you use Blood Fountain to get Toxrill back, like, yeah, that's very strong. But I think it would probably be better to just, like, take a Dormant Grove. It's like, you know, a 4-mana... In our deck, it'll often just be like a 4-mana 3/6 that gives everything Vigilant, which would be pretty cool. Right? We'll be hitting Phalanxes and turning it into a creature immediately, rather than trying to grind value out of it. I think that's better than either of these recursion cards. Because the recursion cards are just like, well, if you're winning, you can win some more. Or, yeah, I don't like them. Honestly, just like a random 2-drop seems pretty good right now. This is definitely not my favorite 2-drop here. It wants to be attacking, which we don't really want to do. The green and black gone from this pack? Well, I'll take a knife, I guess. Retrieve? I think it's a weaker Edgar's Awakening. Do I even have any other non-creature permanents? I have the Heirloom, but it's not going to be in the graveyard. Dormant Grove won't be in the graveyard most of the time. Yeah, it seems pretty bad. So I could take a random 3-drop? Or a second Witch's Web? It all seems bad. Okay, with nothing else at all reasonable, I'm happy to take a Blood Fountain. Oh, I want this Flourishing Hunter. Give it to me, yes. A 6-mana card that gains a bunch of life. Incredible. Pointed Discussion could be pretty good. We could use some draw to get to our game-winning cards. This is all junk. Another Edgar's Awakening. I'm probably not going to run them both, but I'm certainly not running more Massive Mites. Well, not that much cutting to do. These two cards are like the only synergy they have for each other. We're obviously running the Lumbernauts, and since we have two of them, I think it's okay to run the Phalanx. We do have to cut 3 cards. I suppose we could cut all the Phalanxes and just try to, like, win on this stuff. But these are great with, like, Flourishing Hunter and with the Lumbernauts. They're a potential way to win the game even if we don't hit 7 mana anytime soon. Having 2 sources of ramp is nice. I wish I had more, like the Blossom Weavers. Never saw us. No, I did see one very early. I don't know what I took instead, but I remember seeing one. I don't think Massive Might is really anything. We're not the kind of deck that needs combat tricks. Forget Witch's Web too. It would be okay to like deal with reach creatures, but I don't know, I'm just gonna deal with reach creatures by attacking until the opponent dies, I guess. Let's get rid of these. Can I not do that while... Okay, there you go. And 2 Edgar's Awakening and a Blood Fountain together is too much, I think. 1 Edgar's Awakening and 1 Blood Fountain. Fine. So this deck has some potential. I think it's probably too greedy. Maybe get like 4 wins is my guess. Who knows? Maybe we'll just get an easy 7 again. Yeah, I guess 8 swamps seems about right. We have a lot more double black than double green. Those look awfully similar. Okay, let's pick something with a bit more brightness in it for the forest. Fine, I guess. Okay, Golgari Bombs is the deck, I guess. That's the plan. Big butt bombs. Just like somehow try to live until we can play a 7 mana win the game card. Seems fine. I don't have any creatures, and no, I have a 3-drop. Good draw. Zombies. Exploit zombies. Well, that's what we expect anyway from the deck. From blue-black. Can't syncopate me. I'm untouchable. Alchemist Retrieval, maybe? No, just a blood token. Okay. Serpentine Ambush. It's not a very good card. Certainly there are some decks you could run it in. Let's just attack with this and see what happens. No, that just lets them attack back. I'm not going to do that. They're pretty likely to just try to block here and welcome me to combat trick if I want to. Thing is, I don't really want to. I mean, I can't. So there's that. And it would just let them get a free attack against me, which I don't really want. Oh, you know, it hadn't occurred to me. This attacks as a 4/4 if I have a Lumberknot on board. That's not bad. It still only blocks as a 2/2, but it attacks better. Okay, well... I mean, let's get those blood tokens going, I guess. I hate this so much, but... got a tempo. Why? I don't know. I also want the blood tokens. I would be happy to throw away this Undying Malice. It's not really in the deck because I like it. It's just like I kind of had to put something in. You're actually targeting Undying? Oh, right. You have to target a instant or sorcery, right? Well, that's not bad. Let's see. I can put the knife here, attack with it. No, knife here, give this death touch. Attack with both. I think I can do that and still discard a card. Cool. Well, my blood tokens are not very useful right now. I have too many of them and not enough things to throw away, but we'll get there. My opponent has 6 cards in hand and I've just completely dumped everything. Gonna eat your zombie, I assume. Flourishing Hunter is great. Gain 13 life? Yes, please. Have to do it pre-combat because the mana goes away. Really? In a blue-black deck? That just screams Geralf to me. Sadly, I can't play this, but as soon as I get a land, I can. I don't know, maybe I'm just going to win before that happens? Sure, gain some more life. Oh no, my wolf. I could stop them gaining life by blowing up the blood fountain. That seems like a horrible idea. Just a thought. Okay, they're tapped out, so this actually resolves if I hit the mana. And gets to grow. Like, that's just winning the game. No mana, though. I don't know. Let's gain red. Why not? All I'm doing with it is throwing away this Scorpion, looking for land. Wolf Strike is something. I could Wolf Strike down their Death Toucher. And then swing with a lot of damage? I think that's worth doing. So they have to block this or they're dead, which means I get in with everything else, and that's 7. Oh, you know what? I should have moved the knife, maybe? I didn't have the mana. Well, I don't really know what happened that game. Like, I guess, did Statue just win the game for me? Statue and Flourishing Hunter? I guess. Oh, Any stuff to reroll here? Black or red is fine. White or red? No thanks. Alright, red or green, I'll take it. Because the statue gave me great ramp, and then also it was a 5/5, and that was getting in huge amounts of damage. I think that was the reason for winning the game there. Delicate Prince. Yuck. On the draw, I think I have to keep it. Heirloom helps me with the fact that I can't play any of this black stuff. So I just have like 3 turns to draw any one land, and then the hand is fine. Got it. Opponent's got a pretty aggressive start, though. White deck's going to be punching me a bit. So, I don't know. We've got some catching up to do. Ooh. That is aggressive. Not really much I can do about it, though. I think I have to go digging for a card that does something. Okay, there's one. Problem is, I don't know if I want to start with it. I want to be able to protect it with Undying Malice, wherever that is. Because this deck is going to have combat tricks. I think I just play out the 4/3. They don't have any artifacts or zombies, but it's still a 4/3. And they're not likely to have any anytime soon anyway. I could play out the Heirloom and the Blood Fountain and discard something, maybe? Discard the Phalanx, since I'm not going to live long enough to use it. Maybe that's the thing to do. I can always like consider bringing it back with Edgar. Although I don't think I would. Okay, I mean, I'm almost dead here. Yeah, maybe they're hitting me for like 3 every turn, and if they play another thing, then Lumbernut's not really going to be enough, right? Okay, they didn't play another thing, though. So maybe I've got some play. Somehow they have 4 mana, no plays. I guess they're looking at like a removal? Sun Gold Barrage. No, it's Valorous Stance that's in this set, not Sun Gold Barrage. I could equip the knife, that's obviously ridiculous. It wouldn't even do any extra damage. I need the mana for Undying Malice. You're gonna tap this? Uh-oh. Okay, this eventually makes me lose life. Yeah. So I take 4 here. I could pick back up the Phalanx here if I wanted to, by discarding Edgar's Awakening. The Phalanx isn't doing anything for me right now, but I might need it as something to activate the Flourishing Hunter for a bunch of life gain. Or I could just like cast Edgar's Awakening next turn, go digging for land for... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, let's Blood Token this away. And we're basically just going for draw here. But I'm going to take this card. My hope is that I hit like a Dreadfeast Demon or a Toxrill or something. And this is my like 7 mana to get to it. Okay, that's not it. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good, right? It's not clear it'll be enough to win, but it's definitely a very strong card. I don't like that. Oh, blood tokens, okay. Yeah, because white doesn't have a lot of fast removal that could kill this, I don't think. Okay, that's fine. That's a little scary. When does this transform? You just pay 3 mana. Okay. I'll double block. I kind of have to, right? So my stuff enters tapped, and I guess the idea is that then I can't get enough blockers down? I guess that's true, huh? I don't have any life gain. They don't have any zombies. How could I win here? How could I live? I don't see a way, actually. I can play several creatures if I want. Doesn't really accomplish anything. This Radiant Grace is killing me. It's so sad. Maybe they won't see the lethal. The lethal is just attack with everything, though, so it's pretty tough to miss. They have to pump that up first, obviously. Oh, or indeed just... That also works, yeah. We were pretty close to stabilizing. The fact that they were able to pump this thing up even more... not... You know the thing I mean. This Geist... with the Nurturing Presence to get it just over the threshold where I couldn't... Well, I don't know. Actually, I guess even if they hadn't pumped it... No, because then I would have had 2 Dreadfeast Demons, and that would have been enough to live. Maybe. They made it big enough that I had to double block it to trade for it. And then this stupid Radiant Grace. Curse of whatever. Very funny. You know, if I'd been able to Wolf Strike their thing down, or if I'd had big removal like Bleed Dry, that's something this deck is definitely missing, is a Bleed Dry or two. Then that game would have turned out very differently if I could Bleed Dry that thing on like turn 5 or 6. Well, 6 is when I played the Dreadfeast Demon, isn't it? So it would have had to have been like 4 or 5. Sure. Pretty slow again. The deck does not have a lot of early game. Alright, we just have the 2 Scorpions, basically. Speaking of, Scorpion and Wolf Strike, name a better combo. I'll wait. That's fine. That's great. Really need to hit more lands. But so far, so good. Red, black, that makes sense. What the heck is this, by the way? Doesn't look like Chinese or Japanese to me, not that I'm an expert. It's certainly not Korean, the only one I can recognize for sure. Some Southeast Asian thing? I don't know. No blocks, you can hit me. My Scorpion is too important to preserve for Wolf Strike reasons. Another land is nice. I could Wolf Strike the Hypnotist. I don't think I will. I guess I'm just running this out. Even though it doesn't do anything. Well, that's not true. It's a blocker for the 2-1. It's also a blocker for this if they let me, but I'd rather block with the Scorpion that way, I think. Even if it means losing the Wolf Strike. This already attacks for enough. Or it has enough power that it's a fine Wolf Strike activator. Just this in here, no creatures. Wait a minute. Oh, I just realized a good play I should have made but didn't. I shouldn't have played this. I should have just like Wolf Struck this and then discarded the Dreadfeast Demon so Edgar's Awakening could cheat it out a little sooner. Okay, well it turns out I'm getting to do that anyway. Sort of, because I get to Wolf Strike this now. So the thing is, like, Edgar's Awakening can pick things back up to your hand if you just pay 1 black, which is a great way to use it. But you can also get things back on the battlefield if you cast Edgar's Awakening. So what I want to do is throw away the Dreadfeast Demon. Although, God, I need to wait. Maybe I don't want to do that. We're going to have enough mana in a minute to just, like, actually cast it. So forget that, right? I do not want to put it in the graveyard and have it get eaten by a stupid 4-mana 2/3 Diregraph Scavenger. I could let this live for a turn, I think. Let's just get out a little ramp dude. Ah, I could, after they're done playing stuff, then use the blood token to discard Dreadfeast Demon to guarantee I get it out next turn. That's probably the way to go. Because they don't have instant speed Graveyard Hate much in this set. Certainly not in these colors that I can remember. Enters the battlefield. Yeah, okay. So this This is no problem. It's life pressure eventually, but not right now. Well, actually, if they sack a blood token and use blood hypnotist to turn off my blockers and attack, they have some pretty good attacks. Yeah, not a fan of this. I don't know if I can take 7 here. You know what? I can. That's fine. Hit me. I'm not going to dump the Dreadfeast Demon because I do actually need to shoot this now. Happy to see a land, though. A little surprised, actually, they didn't discard anything for Ragged Recluse. It made me think, wait a minute, do they have Undying Malice? They do. That's pretty bad. I could die here. I think I am dead here? Wow. Well, not quite. It's pretty close, though. Yeah, I think all they have to do is like click on Anya a couple times. I think I really messed this one up. I underestimated her killing power, and I took a bunch of damage, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I assumed I could kill her, and I can't. Yeah, now attack all, and whatever I block, you sacrifice. Uh-huh. Or just kill me without doing anything, I guess. Oh, good game. Yeah, I think I disrespected Anya too much. I was like, yeah, I can take a couple turns of taking some damage, but actually, I couldn't when you combine that with them also attacking me, which I sort of forgot would happen. So definitely deserved to lose that one. I think the deck drew well enough that it should have won if I had played it better. I was just too excited about like my turn 5 or 6 or 7 play of getting out the Dreadfeast Demon that I didn't respect what my opponent was doing. And then they killed me. Circle Knight. What the? I've never seen this avatar. It's a new one. Is it some Brothers War thing? I don't know. Gosh. This has too much late game, I think. Good mana, but I can't do anything. This has a Scorpion, so I guess I'll keep it. Actually, the Undying Malice might be worse. Alright, what are we up against? Blue. Okay, found some mid-game. Blue deck could have some zombies in it. They're mostly black. Oh, that's nice. For some reason, they manually tapped black here. Trying to hold up a counterspell, but it would have done that for them automatically, so I'm not sure what that's about. What? In Sultai, you have this card? Why? Well, I'll destroy their knife. Whispering Wizard is good. Syncopate for 0? No, of course not. That's a joke. Syncopate for 0 doesn't do anything. Syncopate's an X cost counterspell. They pay X and you have to pay X. But they also have to pay a blue, so they have to have at least 2 mana to counter something if you're completely tapped out. Alright, killing this is sort of fine. Wish I had a blood token. Or another land. That attack sucks. I guess it's this one then. Now what happens when a human dies? Draw a card. Pretty good. Good, a land. Because that is a Grisly Ritual on the Whispering Wizard, which is blood tokens, which guarantees that I can get the Dreadfeast Demon out somehow or other. And it is more important to do that than to the Infestation Expert, because this thing is... I don't really care about all the little tokens. No attacks. I'm really hoping they tap out so that I don't have to worry about a counterspell. Like if they hold up a bunch of mana, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I could have traded this, but my dream is that this becomes the Dreadfeast Demon, of course. Okay. I mean... I'm pretty afraid to cast this right now. I think they do have a counterspell. But if I attack with this, what's happening exactly? I'm doing 2 damage, they're doing 3? Like, am I making any progress? I guess so. I've done a lot of... Yeah, okay. Or I'm just killing a 1/1. This stinks. Well, no, I should just cast this, and if they counter it, I'll cast it again. Oh, unless they syncopate it. Uh-oh. That exiles. Yeah, I forgot that little detail until I had it on the stack already. Well, there's another game that I deserve to lose. And it looks like I will be losing. I think they probably could have attacked with the 1-1 there. Great. Ah, okay, 1 and 3. I hoped we would get 3 or 4 wins, but I don't see how we win this. I mean, Toxrill, I guess, is a pretty big comeback card. Could happen. Why am I doing this? I probably should have. Well, I didn't have the blood token. I didn't have the mana to use a blood token. And this thins out the deck was my idea. Makes it a little bit more likely we draw Toxrill, but keeping it in hand... Well, no, because I wouldn't have enough mana to discard 2 lands and still play Toxrill. So I might as well thin the deck out, because I'm dead if I don't win next turn. Alright, so... You gotta go. No. Like that you go. Like that you go. You go. Yeah, killing a 1-1 is more important than blocking a 2-2. It's like 5 damage. No, I have the Blood Fountain to get stuff back. That's a big one. Hang on, can I afford to do this? It's 4 to pop the Blood Fountain, right? 4? Yeah. Out of my 8. That would leave me a Scorpion and a 2-2 if I wanted. Or just a Slinger. I think I have to, like, find Toxrill or die pretty soon. That's not a Toxrill, but it is something. I think I probably am dead already. I'm not really keeping super close track, but it does not look good. Actually, no, this doesn't get bigger when creatures die. But this makes a 2-2 when it dies, which, like, maybe I should not kill that. Still taking 6. But I think if I could resolve Toxrill this turn, I would be okay. That's pretty bad. Okay, I can't afford to play any of this shit, so away it goes. Well, actually, I only have 1 blood token, and I can play that next turn and still play Toxrill if I hit it. So I guess I save it, and maybe this does something for me next turn. That's not a Toxrill. What a fun format. Okay, well, this doesn't work. And then we die. One win, one win. Yeah, I don't know. If I had remembered the Syncopate Exiles, would I have tried something different? I'm not sure. Like, you could try discarding it and then casting Edgar's Awakening. They would then syncopate the Edgar's Awakening, and my Dreadfeast Demon would be in the graveyard instead of in hand. And it also wouldn't be in exile, though, which is important. And as it happens, on a very soon thereafter turn, I did draw the Blood Fountain, so I could have brought it back. I think it was the Blood Fountain. Something that reanimated, anyway. It was Blood Fountain, right? I don't think I have anything else. Yeah. So I could have gotten it. And yeah, that was their only counterspell. No, they had a Siphon Essence. But we don't know when they drew this. I don't know. The deck just, like, didn't have enough early game, and we lost to players who did every time. And it didn't have enough threats to make opponents spend counterspells on medium-sized cards. They got to save it for big-sized cards when we were playing against the blue deck anyway. Boy, this account has had a rough time of it for a while. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.